Hi everybody, it's Mark C. Winters. Just a heads up, something a little different this week. I'd actually like to ask you for something, or at least ask you to try something. Can I have your permission to do that? I hope so. If so, if you'll just keep watching. If not, just hit stop and we'll see you again next week. So when Gino and I joined forces, we made a 10-year commitment to creating the most powerful visionary integrator duos on the planet. So here we are. Over the last 4 years, we've been pouring our heart and soul into this work, and we've been listening closely, listening to you. And we finally figured out the perfect vehicle for maximizing visionaries and integrators, both individually and as duos. So today it's my pleasure to introduce to you the Rocket Fuel Maximizer. It's a combination of content, community, tools, and expert interaction. It's really the only place on the planet that you can go for mastery and to maximize yourself, both yourself and your relationship with your visionary integrator counterpart. So what I'd like to do now is we have 9 different elements of the maximizer, and I'd like to walk you through them one by one. So I've made this thing which looks like a big tic-tac-toe square, and each square has a piece of what's in the Rocket Fuel Maximizer. So the first piece is what we're calling the Visionary Integrator interviews. So every month you'll get an interview that I've done with a visionary and another interview with an integrator. These are real life people in those roles. You get to be a fly on the wall and really kind of listen to what's going on as they're dealing with the challenges that you can face in those roles and the lessons that they've learned along their journey. Lots of good nuggets here that you can pick up that are going to help you along your own journey. Next piece is what we're calling the office hours webinars. So this is a live webinar with me. You can think of it almost like having office hours, where we're going to be having questions real time and a live issue processing session. So every month we'll have an opportunity to interact in the office hours webinar. Third piece, community forums. So this is something, it's similar to other online forums where we've been with people, where you can talk about different topics that are relevant, challenges that you're facing, just different ideas for how to handle certain things. So lots of interaction and connection that can happen in this visionary integrator community that we've created. Next piece, the VI Matchmaker. This is where we help you connect. So visionaries that are looking for integrators, they go on and make their post. Integrators that are looking for a visionary, they go on and make their post. And we've made a much simpler, cleaner platform to allow those folks to get together and ultimately find the right match for them. So the Visionary Matchmaker is a powerful piece. Questions and answers. So we've got a nice straightforward place for you to go and ask your questions. And as a community, go in and vote up or vote down on the questions that you think are most important, most relevant. And then every month, our team will pick one of these, and then I'll do sort of a deep dive response where we'll go in and we'll talk more specifically about whatever the question or topic area is that gets voted to the top. Next, peer groups and meetups. Can't do this alone. You know, a lot of times it's easy to feel like you're out there all by yourself. And so being able to connect with other folks that are facing similar challenges is a really powerful resource to have at your disposal. So we've made it real easy, almost a peer group or meetup in a box way for you to connect with other folks in whichever kind of these vehicle makes the most sense for you. Okay? Next piece, the same page solution. In our interactions with folks, we see that most of the challenges that you're facing have their roots back in the fact that you're not sticking to that same page discipline. So we've come up with a solution here that's going to help anchor that discipline in your visionary integrator relationship to make sure that you're having that same page meeting every month. This is going to be a huge time saver for you. Next piece, the Rocket Fuel Power Index. You may have heard of that. You may have taken that. So we've got a component in here where you will regularly be able to go in and take the Rocket Fuel Power Index, have that conversation with your visionary integrator counterpart. Make sure you're on the same page about where you are now, where you want to be, and be able to watch that number climb higher and higher as your relationship becomes more and more powerful. And finally, Rocket Fuel Resources. This is a collection of different things that we've put together, different folks and resources really, that will help you solve the most common problems that you face along this journey of becoming a good visionary, integrator, or a good combination. Just some different ideas that you'll find in there. 5 tools implementation, recruiting services to help you find an integrator, fractional integrators that may be able to help you get started, help you get going, profiling services as you're trying to make that match, and a collection of downloadable tools. So lots of good things in there. 9 different maximizer elements that we've put together in this Rocket Fuel Maximizer to help you become great. So with all that said, all that out there, I'm left with just one question. Do you want to become great as a visionary or an integrator? If you do, we would love to make that journey right alongside you. So I hope to see you in the Rocket Fuel Maximizer. So thanks for watching today. Here at Rocket Fuel Ventures, we're all about creating the most powerful visionary integrator duos on the planet, and we do that by helping you crystallize your thinking on visionary and integrator, get connected if it's something that makes sense for you, and then ultimately maximize that relationship to make it into something really, really powerful. So if you want more, I'd like you to check us out on rocketfuelnow.com. And while you're there, there's a few things I'd like you to do. Number one is if somebody sent you this video, it's the first time you've seen them, and you'd like to get these every week, please sign up. We do these every week, and we'd love to just send it straight to you. Number two, we have some assessments on there to help you figure out, are you a visionary? Are you an integrator? And really, what does that specific edge of your 2-piece puzzle look like? That'll help you out a lot. Number three, there's a Rocket Fuel Maximizer. That's a private member-only community where you can interact with other visionaries and integrators. We'd love to have you join that. And finally, if you're an integrator, we have the Integrator Mastery Forum, which is a live event specifically for integrators that want to become truly great. Last but not least, if you haven't read Rocket Fuel yet, please read it. And for those that have read it, please keep those great reviews coming. So that's it for now. Until next time, go Rocket.